Hey gamers, just got finished making some Bluegill Flash 2.8 swim baits, and let me show you those real quick. Turned out real good. But anyway, the point of the video is, what do we do with the leftover plastic from that? So here's an example. We got the cups of it. I got the darker side, we got the lighter side, the pearl. But anyway, it's like the way that works is it's a laminate bait, obviously. The pearl on the bottom, the darker color on top, in this case the Bluegill Flash colors. But with the mold like this, that's what it looks like after it's poured. Obviously I only got one in there, but you got the bait here, but then you got the top, where the injector shoots it in. So what I do with these is basically throw them in a cup, and it's the same way with other laminates too. Not all are single cavities like this. Some have a runner that goes across the top and it just goes in each cavity from the top. One injection point, and it just kind of flows in. But it creates the same effect. You have this big runner across the top with one of the sides, one of the colors on one side, one of the colors on the other side, and you got, what do you do with that? It ends up really with a lot of scrap. So I'll show you right here. This is our scrap box. We got, somebody requested some watermelon with various color flake. We got a whole box here, of other colors, just from scrap. Here's some kudzu. But anyway, end up with a lot of plastic that, what the heck do you do with it? And actually most of it, if it's a single color, I can remelt it and use it again. It's like old baits that you have. If you know somebody like ourselves, we'll remelt baits. Sometimes we'll make frogs with it, because let me show you this real quick before I get into showing you some examples. But our bucket here, I got a Presto pot here in the sink. I just throw all the scraps in, just a little leftover junk that gets stuck to the countertop and all that, and then basically I melt that and create frogs with it. Nice frogs. It comes out to be a nice green pumpkin. Granted it's got multicolored flake in there from all those, what we've been making, but it's a nice green pumpkin frog. Perfectly fine. But so with this Bluegill Flash, with what I did is I'm like, well, if I melt all this together, what color is it going to make? So what it does is it makes a really nice, almost like a smoke blue. And right here is a drop shot. I made it in the drop shot. It's similar to like a robo worm. This is a 5 1/4 inch. But as you can see, really nice looking drop shot color. Especially if you got clearer water, that'll show up really nice. Another example of what we did is our morning dawn colors. Obviously we make the morning dawn. Here it's the same thing in a drop shot style bait, or you can put on a shaky head or whatever. So did something similar to our Ned bait there in the morning dawn. But basically took the scrap, which was similar to this, melted it down and came up with this color. And comparing it to the morning dawn, it's a little bit, let me turn them over. It's a little bit lighter purple, but I added, melted it down, basically came up with that color purple, which looks a little bit lighter here, but added a pearl underside to it, or side to it. So again, on its own, it's a really nice looking bait with the pearl on the bottom and the purple on top. Just a different shade of purple there than that in pinks. So what you can do is, just when you have those leftovers, mix it together, see what it makes, and come up with some nice stuff, on its own, in its own right. figure out what style bait it may look good in. And when I mix those together here, they might not have come out, possibly look better in a a crawl or something like that, or brush hog. So kind of figure out what mold, what style bait it'd look good in, and go from there. But anyway, just wanted to make a video of what you can do with your scraps from making baits and not have so much waste, because as bait makers know, you can have a lot of leftover waste, a lot of leftover plastic from making certain colors, especially if it's custom colors that only one person's asking for, and they may or may not buy it again if it they have ideas oftentimes of, hey, can you try this flake and this color, and maybe do a laminate of these two colors, and that sort of thing. And if you don't judge the plastic just right, you may have a decent amount left over that you need to do something with. Now, as far as doing something with like these cups here, that this here, I can reuse this because it's got it's left over in the jar. Same with this. It's just it's called a puck. So it's just left over. I can make some more of the Bluegill flash. With these, add more plastic and remelt that stuff. Or what I'm going to do with here, this leftover from making all these, I'm going to make some more of those drop shots. I mean, have to think about what other kind of bait that may look good in. Who knows? Brush hog maybe, or just a swim bait, an entire swim bait that color. Who knows? But anyway, if you have any thoughts of what that might look good in, or maybe that might look good in, leave it in the comments. Let me know. But anyway, some ideas to do with what to do with leftover plastic. A-Game Custom Lures, agamecl.square.site. Check us out. Like and subscribe. We'll catch you later.